All right, Bug, you here?
Cool.
Yo, Bug. Yo, and any.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry, that was way too good. I gotta keep my microphone just down low, I think honestly, I'll keep it like this. God damn, dude, that was so good. Stretcher's like, shut the fuck up. Hello, viewer, and welcome to my first actual thoughts on Battlefield 6. Now, it has been about a month as of recording this video, editing this video, developing the video, blah, 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 blah. So, we will be talking about two things here. We're going to be talking about Season 1 a little bit, but we're going to mainly talk about the first couple of weeks of Battlefield 6. And to be more exact, we're going to be talking about one of the biggest things that comes directly to mind, which is gameplay. So we're going to have 3 zones to start, and then we're going to talk about Season 1, and then my final conclusion of this. This is probably going to be a pretty long video, so I do apologize. So in the background, I will have gameplay footage of me killing people, mainly bots, because I was mainly doing a bunch of quests at this raid, and I'm so glad they added casual back through. So without further ado, let's get started with number 1, which is... So let's talk about the campaign. Now, before I go any bit further, I need to mention one thing. And I gotta get close to the microphone for this one. I completed the campaign in 2 sittings, in 2 nights. So what does that mean for my rating of this game? Now, I do have my own opinions, which I will get to, but I want to show some clips that kind of enveloped about a quarter of my time. And I say quarter with a grain of salt. So let me showcase those, and then we'll kind of talk a little bit more about it. But like, yeah. Anyways, so I wanted to see if this happens again. So this is the one I haven't done yet. I just want to see. Maybe it's like, oh, it just crashed. I didn't even start the mission. I have not started the mission, and now it's in this black screen. What just happened? All right, I'm back. I just had to quit the match because I just want to see. All right, we're gonna click the continue. This is night raid. Let's just see. It's loading. It crashed. It fucking crashed. What? I just played this shit yesterday. Are you fucking joking me? Yes. Oh my god, it just fucking crashed. Fuck you, piece of shit. That makes me very sad. That's the one thing I wanted to continue to do, was to play the campaign. Fuck. Alright, well, I got one more idea with that shit. But here it is. Ready, 3, 2, 1, and... What, like, I can't do anything at all. Now, before you go on and say something like, oh, bug, maybe you just didn't have it on or something, let me restate the main problem here, and that is stated in my next part of this video. But to kind of explain, they would open another .exe to the campaign itself, which caused a lot of problems, especially with one thing in mind. So let me show that one. Alright, hold up. I was just reading the fucking Steam thing, and I highlighted the fucking thing. Shush back there. Shut the fuck up. What the fuck? It's not crashing. It's opening a different exe. Terrible solution to this. In addition, when you exit to menu, it has a relaunch to the original exe, and therefore you have to requeue under heavy loads. So I think I found a way to fix the campaign crashing. I turned VSync off, and it worked for me. Hope this works. Sadly not working for me. That actually worked for me. Thank you. I believe this is a VRAM issue. Lower graphic settings. Even with lower settings, I'm not seeing any spikes. It'll just crash each time. Of course it was VSync. Why is this moronic thing still in game? I've had more issues with it turned on. Same! Dude, same. I don't like VSync. VSync does not work for me at all. It crashed the game for me, then it rebooted the campaign, and now it works. But damn, it's slow, boring, and really lackluster so far. I don't know. I've liked the campaign so far. I think it's just really interesting that it's slower than what COD is, because COD's always throwing shit at your face. All right, so let's try that. Let's turn off fucking VSync. VSync should be off, because I don't like VSync anyways. Where the fuck is VSync? Film grain? What? Yeah, actually, that's fine. See, like, look, it's not using anything. Like, it's not. Where the fuck is VSync? I swear to Christ, I'm gonna delete VSync. Vertical sync. Off. Let's see. I don't know if this is gonna really work. Cause see, I have everything set on medium. Cause I'm not a big. Let me just be real. I don't care about graphics. Graphics have never been my thing. But seriously, like, I don't really care. Let's see if this actually changes anything, and I'll get back to you guys once I figure that out. All right. I don't know what's gonna end up happening. I'm gonna mute my mic, and then we're gonna see. Let's test. Okay, so it's loading up a different EXE right now. We're gonna see what ends up happening. And it fucking worked. Vertical sync. Ladies and gentlemen, day 2, I figured out how to play fucking campaign. Vertical sync is what's causing the fucking problem. That is stupid. Why is VSync fucking on as a game? Period. God, day 2, figured it fucking out. I want to kill myself already, bro. This is fucking stupid. Why? VSync has caused nothing but fucking... Wow. I've never liked VSync to begin with, so, you know. Anyways, this campaign... Sorry about the loud me portion, but unfortunately, I am kind of being truthful here. VSync has caused nothing but problems for me, and any first-person shooter games that have it, regardless if it's Call of Duty, Battlefield, or any other ones like Borderlands, any VSync, I always turn it off because it unfortunately is a waste of my time and a waste of everybody else's time when your game crashes thousands of times. And I've never liked it because it's caused nothing but bugs and errors for me. So yeah, without further ado, let's talk about the campaign itself. And to make this a little bit better, let me... there it is. A campaign level. Now, my personal opinions on campaigns is a little bit different, as I'm not really the type of person now to kind of focus onto campaign. And I think the biggest way to look at it is in the case of Point Blank. If you're looking at this game for its story, it's not worth it, guys. Just skip it. Literally skip it. Don't come for the story if that's the case. There's only 9 missions for the campaign, as I do wish that there was some more, but, you know, here I am stating that, oh, the campaign is really good. It's not. And I think at the same time, later on, they do what normal Call of Duty games sort of do, which is throw shit at you. There's a scene in mind that comes directly. One of the characters named Lopez, and then you, Marshall, are walking around, and prior, in Night Raid, of all missions, Lopez gets shot by a sniper. Only for the last mission of the game, mind you, that was mission 4 that this happened. At mission 9, Lopez opens fire, giving your position away on a sniper 5 missions later. My honest opinion on that scene is literally kind of just what was their thought behind that. I wish that scene was a mission later, not 5 missions down the road when I've completely forgot about it, as I'm currently worried about the thing. I still think the story aspect is interesting, as it makes sense that Pax Romana would be this big whole bad thing, and it could be anybody and everything. And I do think that the story is good, but I would mainly focus as a linear-esque story, not a kind of story that is related as of big time. So don't look at this as like Call of Duty storyline where, you know, there's meaning afterward. The meaning is in the multiplayer with this one. That's my honest opinion. I do believe deleting the campaign afterwards is an option, but as of right now, I've kept it not deleted because I would like to get all the achievements in this game, which means I also have to unfortunately get all the collectibles and do all the campaign missions and their secret achievements as well. I do love the portions of the game. I still think there's some things that I really hate about the campaign. One of my biggest ones is most likely the fact case scenario that a character shows up towards the end of the game after a main character dies, and it was only after seeing him for like 3 missions. So you don't really get a bond with characters in this campaign. So don't think about bonding with anybody. That's kind of a reoccurring thing where one person you meet at the start of the game at like mission 2, dies in mission 2 or 3, I think. And then you meet this new character, he dies in 3 missions. And you meet this new character, he doesn't die, but it's like you only have him for like 2 missions. So there's no bonding really there. And I understand kind of the idea. It's more related to like combat and everything could change on a dime. But it just didn't feel like a little growing of the characters. It felt like there was supposed to be more, but they just didn't have the time for it, you know? So without further ado, that's my thoughts on campaign. I think in general, IGN did a really shitty job giving it a 5 out of 10 off top, which became a meme of it. I'd actually give the campaign about a 7.5 out of 10. I do think the campaign could stem from its downfall, which previous game 2042 did. But at the same time, though, I also feel like there was a lot more time that they had that they could have used, and they didn't. I feel like the campaign is too short for the story that they're trying to convey, but I do understand that there's limitations to said story. So that's my honest opinion. I did enjoy it, though, for the most part, as a linear first-person shooter, if you looked at it in that way. And honestly, that's the way I looked at it, because I walked into this game for the first 7 days as not comparing it to COD. Now, of course, I did compare it in the clip, but I try to keep complete comparisons towards the end after 7 days. That was stuck through all the way until about day 6 and 7, when I started feeling like a shit ton of COD players were coming up out of nowhere. So anyways, that's my thought on campaign. I'm going to move on to the next thing, which is... So now let's talk about the biggest mode ever to be developed in Battlefield. You guys are going to get the gist, I don't have to say it, but multiplayer is a big factor in Battlefield 6. And honestly, there's no better way to put this, but holy hell. Now, of course, Battlefield has the same game modes. Breakthrough, Conquest, you got some new ones in there, but all of it is pretty similar. That was until Season 1. Now, like I said, as developing this video, it is now Season 1, and I don't have any better way to put it besides the video that I have to showcase, which we're going to talk about Season 1 a little bit more, but just to kind of snippet it in this little conversation, it is me talking about the 3 new game modes, and all 3 are pretty fun, which I will discuss a little bit more in detail. But let's talk multiplayer. You guys have been watching this content and all the footage on here of casual breakthrough. Now, of course, when creating this video, I needed footage, and I have casual breakthrough or drunk me breakthrough, or sorry, conquest with my brother. And I can definitely say I really am just enjoying myself. A lot of players are not as toxic as I was expecting, and that's a definite start to everything. I did find a couple players that were really toxic or just didn't really care that people were giving the team information. I did find that, but it wasn't like anything that I've ever seen before. It was more just on the subject of like, oh yeah, this is happening, blah 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 blah, whoop-de-doo sort of deal. And honestly, there's not a better way to kind of put this out there except for just to kind of showcase some of that drunk footage of me. But this isn't without the faint of heart. I had like way too much to fucking drink, and then I decided to play Battlefield. This was also day 3, technically my 7 days. I kind of don't really talk a lot about my days. I was going to try to, and then I realized that it wasn't going to happen. So anyways, let me show some drunk footage of me, and then we'll kind of talk a little bit more about multiplayer and how I feel about it. No back. I'm recording. Yeah, baby. Oh, Muffet got me.
Are you
I
really?
beat a medic, Dark Lord. Dark Lord's fucking dying on me. I need
I might be able to save you.
No.
I'm so far away, it spawned me at the wrong one. I'll be there in like 5 minutes.
Too late, it didn't matter. God, why did it spawn me at you? I clicked A.
That's what I'm saying, like it spawned me so
We're going to
far.
D. We're going to D. Oh shit, sniper! I saw the fucking hit marker. Yeah, that guy, bitch.
I got one.
Nice shot. No, it's even in my house. You need a medic. Wait, I'm not.
I need my glasses.
I got my glasses on me. I'm smart for that one, but
It's about time you smart yourself.
I got the objective behind you.
I'm going up.
Those bots are pretty. Ah, they're shooting me. Building.
Where are they at?
Building. That guy got him.
I see.
Which monarch?
His name was John.
Right side. I might be drunk, but I have a dream. And the dream is to get laid by somebody that don't know nobody. Okay, there's a lot more drunk me in here if you really wanted to hear that. But without further ado, let me talk about multiplayer. My personal opinion of multiplayer has changed over my month. But within my 7 days, I experienced a lot of fun. And actually, in my script, I wrote, on day 7, I wrote, multiplayer has still been a fun and rewarding game, allowing players to feel like they're unlocking everything, every level, every match, everything. There's no meaning to the middle, there's no meaning to the best of the best. You can be the top killer, you could be the worst person in the lobby, and you could still win the game just because you're working with a team of players, not just you, yourself, and I. And I think that's the difference between Battlefield and Call of Duty. At day 6 and 7, there was a bunch of people who were Call of Duty enthusiasts who were constantly playing the game and saying that Call of Duty was way funner than this game. Honestly, I have to disagree. As a person that's played Call of Duty, which I have mentioned before, from way back in the day of Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, World at War, and so forth, and even replaying the games when I became older, games like Call of Duty World at War, which I never played until I was about 11 years old, I can definitely state that the time frame of change has occurred on the game way too frequently. Now, for Battlefield, it stayed about the same, besides Battlefield 2042 being a very high-octane kind of FPS Call of Duty-like shooter. But between Call of Duty BO7 right now and Battlefield 6, I do still believe that Battlefield will hold higher player counts even with the fact of what Call of Duty is looking like. And I hate to put it like that because I love Call of Duty. But this video is not about Call of Duty. I just have to talk about that because that part is very important to this next section. Now, multiplayer for Battlefield 6 is very, like I said, high octane at times. I mean, you could probably see the footage where I'm snapping back and forth, killing people, killing enemies, killing bots, getting my ass blasted from a shotgun. It's a lot of fun, and I think that's the biggest thing that has made me really stick to the game, even through all the bugs, even through people being assholes, even through the worst of it. It is fun, and I think I can continue to state that. Even in casual breakthrough, which has nothing but bots, I'm still able to find myself having fun and enjoying myself while working on challenges. Now, do I hate the fact that I'm working on challenges through it? Fuck yeah. But am I just having fun? Yeah. I think what makes Battlefield and Call of Duty be remembered as the two best FPS shooters is the time that made people have fun. And that's the biggest key phrase here, is fun. That's what people look for right now. That's exactly what people want right now. They're looking for something that is fun, but also nothing that is going to go too crazy into the non-methodical. They want a normal FPS shooter that allows for a little bit of stupidity, but something that is something boots on ground, realistic-esque, and something along those lines for people to slowly kind of care about the game. And I think the graphics of Call of Duty have changed so dramatically as well. And then you look at Battlefield 6 and it's like, wow, you've also changed. I think the biggest thing that comes directly to mind is the theme between Battlefield 2042 and Battlefield 6. It's a huge difference. It's two different themes. And I think that really kind of spikes my interest in this game way, way more. There's more to go down the list, but I think in general, multiplayer is way more grounded than I think Battlefield 2042's was. It doesn't feel as jumpy or chaotic or, you know, as peak swoke swag flipping blah blah blah. It doesn't feel like I'm supposed to be running around corners with a fucking 1987 shotgun and pumping someone across the map, you know. I feel like I'm just supposed to run around the corner with an assault rifle, shoot someone with an assault rifle, or run around the corner with an SMG and get blasted by a shotgun or a sniper rifle or someone who's smarter than me or tactically advantaged than me, you know. And I think that's the biggest thing is I still feel like I'm able to win a firefight even when I know I could still lose that firefight. I mean, you've probably seen a couple of these where I'm low on health and I'm just blasting them to high heaven because that's all I can do. You know, fight, revive people, do all of that. I mean, in this clip alone that you're watching as we speak, I'm reviving a bunch of bots. But the whole point is I'm reviving them to keep player count up. And it's this whole pact of having fun and enthralled with each character's zone. I think they did a really good job on that too. And that's kind of my next talk, is the class system. I feel like each class is really nailed down a lot more. While people still wanted the segregation of weapons, I actually have to agree at that, because being able to run medic with an assault rifle is kind of OP, especially for challenge sake. It's just kind of like, oh, I guess now I'm rocking this challenge in the background, and I don't get it. But at the same time, though, I do believe that challenges with medic with a gun is a lot easier, and I do kind of. I enjoy the idea of open weapons, but I still feel like there needs to be segregation of weapons, and I'm glad that Portal has kind of allowed us to do that. That's not something I'm going to talk about, Portal, because I didn't play so much of it right now, but I just think that the middle ground of everything in there is just nailed so perfectly, you know, and like I said, my only gripe actually would literally be the weapons. That's really about it, you know. There's not like any sort of problem that I ran into multiplayer wise. Of course there's bugs, but there's nothing new in that. But if I had to rate multiplayer, I'd actually give this a high 9.5 out of 10. I think multiplayer itself is phenomenal. I don't think I had a single bit of problem, and I enjoyed myself all 7 days, and even now I'm still enjoying myself. It's kind of why I haven't been creating content, because as soon as this game released, I've kind of been in that gremlin creation non-mindset where I'm like, I gotta get challenge to get reward, to get XP, to get my freedom. So I'm in that zone right now of like, I'm grinding the battle pass, but also not. I might just start live streaming this, honestly, because I think it'd be funny for me to live stream it, because it's just like, it's a lot of fun. Let's put it like that. And that goes into a lot of other things too. It's just like, I find a lot of the things that people wouldn't find fun. Like tank play, for instance, is so much fun. I mean, I find sniping to be fun. I've not sniped a single time in any Call of Duty game or Battlefield game and gotten really good with a sniper rifle. But here I am in Battlefield 6 playing with snipers and being able to get kills pretty reasonable and pretty on the nose, you know. Or like, for instance, I didn't play as engineer in 2042 that much. I played as assault and medic. Those are my two mains. But I'm finding myself playing as almost every class due to the fact, case scenario, I'm playing it a different way each time. And it's pretty fun. And I find myself kind of swapping between each one and enjoying the swapping of my character to something that allows me to have this freedom, you know. There's this middle ground of assault is all about up in your face, two main weapons, and I really enjoyed it because I find myself swapping between my main and my shotgun, between, you know, close and then far corner. Or engineer holds more rockets, but the sad part is they're meant to be blowing shit up, and you can blow anything up. It doesn't have to just be a tank. Medic is all about reviving and supporting and giving ammo and yada yada yada. And then you have Sniper, which is supposed to be the recon of the group, finding out what's the middle ground, blah, 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 blah. You know, there's that kind of line of having to give teammates the information while also making sure that your team is alive and you're able to take them down with a single shot, you know? And there's so much to this that I can go on and ramble on about, but there's way better videos out there that I would recommend finding. There's a series where a guy talks as like we are a monkey, that this is all about a monkey, and I think it's perfect. I'll see if I can find it and like put it in the fucking thing, but yeah, I just find it to be fun and interesting. It just like, it's very much an interesting multiplayer experience. And like I said, I'd have to give this a high rating. You know, honestly, I just think it's a 9.5 out of 10. I think it's a great game, multiplayer wise. I think, yeah, I really just found myself continuously playing it. Even now, I still find myself continuously playing it, you know. So let's get into the final thing. My final verdict. My final thoughts. Now, before I have my final thoughts, I decided to add a little bit of something, and that is Season 1. Now, Season 1 dropped not too long ago. It's only been about 2 weeks as of recording this, technically. Wow, it's been 2 weeks. Fuck, I need a new life. But I wanted to talk about it. So this is kind of a long segment. This video is going to get a little bit long, but I really think that it is going to be very enthralling to showcase it in a longer way. So without further ado, let me talk about Season 1. Go ahead, pass me. You can tell a game is really good when it starts queuing your ass into the fucking thing. Hello. Welcome to BUG-GERS, Battlefield 6 very first season. So in order for me to talk about this, we have to talk about the 3 new game modes and my personal opinions on each one. And starting with Strike Point. Now, Strike Point's pretty hard to kind of talk about right now, and the reasoning I say that is because Strike Point is a 4v4 search and destroy style game mode where you only have 1 life and you have to make it count. After a certain amount of time, if you don't kill anybody, you can capture a point like search and destroy or conquest or anything like that. But I do find this game mode to be better with a set of players that you know and can trust and communicate. I feel like this is just a better idea all the way around. Some other new game modes is the Battle Royale, or BR in this case. While I do hate BRs, I've made my personal opinion on them pretty standard, that I think BR is still just a shitty game mode and has kind of ran its course ever since Fortnite and then COD really ruined BRs in my personal opinion. This BR is a lot different and feels a lot more grounded in my opinion, while also allowing gunplay to still be the same exact way. And then finally we have Gauntlet, a mission critical objective-esque game mode where your squad is versing against a shit ton of other squads. If you guys know the game, The Finals, I think it's called, this is what it kind of reminds me of. I don't know, I have never played that game, so I can't really like pinpoint it exactly. But you go in as one of the 4: assault, medic, engineer, sniper, and you have the class you set up way beforehand, and there's an objective you do in each match. If you're the last 2 squads, you fail, you go back to the screen. If you don't, you move on to mission 2, and then so forth and so forth until you reach mission 4, which will always be a heist. I have won 3 ever in my entire life. I never recorded any of it though, so I sound like I'm fucking he's egging. But this is a fun game mode. I find myself playing this a lot. I've always made it to the end, or at least the second to last match, because I've gone really good at the game. So I find myself really nailing that. Some of the things to mention is the battle pass itself. I don't think we really need all of these screens, but I do like the idea of different ones for different reasons. I think recruit kind of doesn't make any bit of sense in this case scenario because it's just the start. Other ones though that really do, like the ideas like rogue operatives, denial ops, soldiers of fortune, Pacific Ghost, all of them are pretty unique because they give you like an idea of what is going on in the background. Something else I do want to mention too is at the end when you do complete all of these, minding you that is 93, you get 7 ultimate missions. It's kind of the ending, and right now there's just a cool skin that I actually enjoy for Pax Armada. It's for the Brody skin right now. But then afterwards you have a plus 10 for the prestige side of this, which gives you a bunch of free shit, in my opinion, and the end, which is 200 battlefield coins. Now, in total, I did do the math. It's 1,100 battlefield tokens. I'm going to call them tokens from here on out. Fight me. You get 200 battlefield tokens, but on top of that, though, you get like a bunch of free XP boost and some somewhat cool stickers and kind of camos and backgrounds and stuff. And I kind of like this. It's not too crazy, but at the same time, though, I don't know how I feel about the last reward being kind of boring. I think that's my biggest gripe about the battle pass is some of the things feel kind of boring. Like Rogue Operators, the first one I completed, had a bunch of cool gun skins and skins that actually like look really good, and actually kind of fit the theme that they're going for. But then you get into like the ending and it doesn't feel right. That's like bottom line, you know. There's some other things to mention too, like they kept their promise of keeping it as realistic looking as possible. There's definitely some skins I can point out right now, mainly a part of the assault class, which is I think the first guy, which is System Overload, which is for a monster. There's another one too, I think it's for engineer off the top of my head, and it's for NATO side, and it is right here. This guy has like orange and stuff. There's another one that I can't really think of off the top of my head. It's just, I think it's for Pax Armada or some shit, but it just looks really weird. He's just this bright orange jumper. I've seen this color so many times right now. I think this is a Brazier. Yeah, this one's another interesting one. It's kind of like really toned. It's pretty bright too, so you'll be spotted. There's some other ones I could think of, but I just can't. I don't want to go through it all and kind of like jab your ear off. I'm trying to make this section short. There's a bunch of other things too. Challenges have come back, but you get your daily challenges, weekly challenges, assignments, which are based off of everything. So, you know, all modes, some weapons, all classes. You get 6 assault, 6 NG, 6 support, blah blah blah. Unit, which just gives you free skins, so you work for those skins. Exploration, which is a part of the BR. I think it gives you 200 to 400 XP after you get there, but you get a player background card, which is pretty interesting in my opinion. I think that's a cool idea. If you own BF Pro, it is a mission that you get, as you can see. Like right now, I completed the first one, complete matches. Second one is completing objectives. Third one will be headshots and reviving teammates or redeploying. Fourth one is kills and damage dealt by me. Win matches is the final one, and this is a cool skin too. I really like this like sniper skin. But then you get skills too. So there is a BR one. So the offense assist challenge is getting damage. So grunt is 1,000, ground pounders 2, design marksman's 3,000, rangers 4,000, and commando is 5,000. I have seen players with this, so just saying, some people are dangerous. There's some other things too, like campaign has challenges. They have the campaign assignments, and then they have collectathon one. I want this, but it's saddening. And then you get season challenges. So like season 1 right now has scope, and then they has an attachment for rail cover. And as you can see, I'm almost done with it completely. That's just a couple things though to mention. Store is another big thing. There is free items and non-free items that I've noticed. The only thing I have a gripe with is these purchasable ones. Reasoning is they don't have any BF tokens. I think, you know, because this one is 15 bucks, but you don't get anything. You get a cool skin for defibrillators, a cool background, a cool little light up attachment, a cool recon skin. Yeah, you get this thing, but then it's just like, oh, I get a PD dub skin for 15 bucks. There should be some tokens. Even if it was like 500, I think that would be reasonable. Another thing too is like Rogue Ops is 19 bucks. And as you can see, there's a bunch of rewards. I'm not gonna go over them, but there's no tokens, and I think that's another thing too. That like, I understand that sort of idea. It's like, okay, it's $20 for all these items. You get a bunch of cool skins, background helicopter skins. You know, you get this cool parachute, cool L10 fucking gun skin, dog tags, blah blah blah. But the problem is it just doesn't fit, and there's no tokens at the end, so it makes you feel like you're not purchasing something that is cool, because a lot of this you're never going to use. Let's be perfectly honest here. On top of that though, BF tokens have stayed the same since 2042 from my knowledge, from what I can recall. And it's pretty reasonable price. You know, for $20 you get 2400, and that is basically, from what I can tell, the BF Pro kind of thing. And like, as you can see, if you do become a BF Pro, you have extra challenges, exclusive vehicle stations, limited time exclusive bonus path, access to exclusive assignments, instant unlocks. You get 25 tier skip, hosting 100 players for Portal, persistent server hosting. You know, you get that in Battle Pass. Everything else you get. The only thing is you get a +5 to bonus XP if you're a pro, not just the normal. I do think the idea of having more rewards allows the players to think that they understand it. So I really do enjoy it. I don't really have much else to really talk about. I don't want to continue grabbing your ear off. I never played Portal though, so I'm still kind of learning that and everything. But there's a bunch, like there's training ground videos and all that stuff. And yeah, I'm going to get back to me, because I don't want to make this like 11, 12, 15, 30 minutes long for you guys. And then you'd be like, oh, boring. So, yeah, bye. So I know I kind of talked about a bunch in that thing, but my final thoughts on Season 1 have been pretty positive right now. I do have concerns with Battle Pass being potentially too many options or too many pages to look at everything, but I think having 110 instead of just 100 makes them just a tad bit more unique. I do believe, though, that some of those rewards in there, something I didn't state, but I wanted to, and I completely spaced it, is some of those rewards don't really feel like rewards, and, you know, that's kind of a problem. For my final verdict of this game, there is not really a third mode, you know, nothing like a survival or anything like that. And like I said, I didn't really play Portal that much, so I didn't unfortunately get the chance to experience and tell you guys my experiences on that as of yet. But if I had to give a verdict, I think this game will most likely win Multiplayer Game of the Year for the FPS genre of the side of that coin flip. I do believe the FPS side is really good, and there's not really anything else to talk about with it. I do enjoy it, and as you can see, like right now I'm just meleeing people for an achievement. That tells you how far it is, and I'm with my brother, and we're just tag teaming, throwing smokes and shit to kill a bunch of bots, and this is day 3. So I'm gonna leave with a funny video and kind of go from there. But if I had to give my verdict, I would honestly give this game about an 8 out of 10 just by the averages. The campaign kind of unfortunately throws it out, and it doesn't do itself good. But when it comes to the whole multiplayer, it's really fun, and I still find myself enjoyed. And I'm pretty just happy at this rate. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to let y'all go as I get this achievement, as you can see. And I'm going to finally relax and go from there and let you guys watch some funny moments. I hope for the best, and I will see you all in the next video, which will be something soon. Probably just a random skate video with another one of my family members, because I think it's just funny. Oops, he did it again. Hey, me. Yeah. Before I do this, this is day 3. Day 3 will be a live stream. So, yeah! Anyways, on to live streaming day 3 multiplayer. Fuck yeah.
Shit, Leroy.
Okay. Mr. Undead, what do you think of Battlefield 6 on our day 6 of 7?
What the fuck are you talking about? I left.
He goes, I left. I'm recording a video for just 7 days, and you just respond with, "I left." That shit.
The fuck, I left.
The fuck you mean I was gone?
Yeah, no. It was pretty fun. I have a few problems with the building destruction, but other than that, it's okay.
You heard her figure. Yeah, he likes it. 8 out of 10. He would suck dick again. Anyways, thank you.
We have secured objective Alpha.
I literally, I can't even say this. Look at the chat. Just look at the chat in this top left. This is crazy. I've been playing it ever since I said, what's everyone's thoughts on this game? For the Republic, going back to Warzone, Fortnite, Benyer, Battlefield is back, baby. I hope it add Family Guy. BRs aren't the same kind of game, lol. I'm so tired. I killed the person whose name is literally I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel like I failed you. There's the chat, everybody. You know what this is. These are all a bunch of people who really love this game. That's not what fucking he said. He said almost there, cowboy.
Come on!
Hey, Bug, I'm down. I need a
Hero?
They killed me. He put me down like a dog. As soon as you got me up. Some hero you were. I spent victory
was a
dead.
hero. Woo! Yeah, look at Big D. He's up on there, man. Look at that Big D. Big D, big dick. Got him more alcohol.
I got 11 kills, 6 deaths. I'm on that leaderboard, but
32 kills. Let's go. Gotta start pulling your fucking weight, bitch.
Suck my right nut cheeks.
Holy shit, dude, I just fucking won that, dog. Fuck you, team. Fuck you, enemy team. Damage no. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, baby, that's my 4th ever dub. Yeah, baby, fuck you. Dick my blood, you're not team. Let go, he fucking held us. We bombed that last MCOM, dog.
There was a tough slog out there, and you pulled through. Chalk that one up.
Woo! Look at that, 137 points. Okay, so the truth of the matter is, I really enjoyed my time making this. I know this video totally could have been out way sooner, but I just had too much fun playing this game, and I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. As my German Shepherd's about to bark due to other dogs, I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video. Even if it wasn't all the way to the end, I do appreciate it. And without you, I wouldn't continue. So just as a friendly reminder to like and subscribe, it tells me that you guys enjoy this sort of content and makes me want to continue doing that sort of content. And if you have any other recommendations or ideas or games you want me to try, write it down in the comment section below. I would love to see all of you guys' thoughts, brains, all of it here in the comment sections, and just kind of tell me if you've been enjoying it as well, because I know I have, and it's pretty hard now to get me to really enjoy a game. So thanks, guys. Peace.